The original sin, where you talk about law enforcement problems and Republican attitudes toward law enforcement, particularly of the FBI on this stuff, the original sin from both media and the intelligence agencies and federal law enforcement is the Russiagate stuff. And the reason that so many in the party, and I'm here as the translator because I'm not one of them, but so many in the party accept so much of Donald Trump's behavior is because the Russia stuff was a lie and nobody paid for it.
No, it wasn't.
Well, it wasn't all a lie.
Yes, it's not all a lie. You guys have been are you guys going to do Steele dossier on me?
No. Well, some of the Steele dossier was true. Okay, you know, this...
Like, we did Mueller report for 3 years.
Yes, and Mueller never said he was innocent.
And the whole time, I'm like, guys, I don't think he's a Russian plant. And everyone on CNN set is looking at me like I'm crazy. And at the end, we get to not much there, which
no,
was
there
the
was
case
quite a bit
throughout.
there.
There was a lot there.
There was a lot there.
Yeah.
There was collusion we never had before. It was unprecedented that a president would do that. He just did it in public because he's insane.
You do know. I think one of the advantages
of being insane.
And most of it, probably none of it was illegal, right? So I mean, this was always David Frum's line. Everything he's doing is in plain view, and it's not illegal. He's just violating every political norm we have.
Except there were things that were illegal, like using the FISA court to spy on American citizens in ways that they should not have done. That was legal, but that wasn't him.
That's right.
And the fact that the Hillary Clinton campaign was partially responsible for funding this dossier, which partially came from, wait for it, Russian disinformation. It was, and it started this cycle of media circle jerk, and then we had 4 years of that.
I think it was his own election authority guy who said something like, I can't believe I have to explain this, but it is illegal to accept anything of value in an election from a foreign national. He accepted things of value. His campaign manager was trading campaign information with a GRU agent. That's not collusion with Russia? What about the meeting with Don Jr.? I have dirt
having Paul Manafort run your campaign.
Paul Manafort has been did illegal things, right?
It's just like Paul Manafort is like a 200-pound gold bar in the closet. I mean, the transgression, the unseemliness of it is right on the surface, given his contacts with Russia.
So it's
not exactly everything they said it was, but it's not nothing.
The standard of evidence used for the Russia thing for 3-4 years versus the standard of evidence used now in media for Biden and Hunter Biden's shenanigans and fairly obvious influence peddling is worlds apart. Worlds apart. And I would just like, and voters deserve fairness in how these two people are treated. They do not get it, and they sometimes don't get it from law enforcement.
Okay,
and that's bad.
Yes, I mean, there's a lot to untangle here, but I'll completely grant you that if Hunter Biden had been Don Jr., if it had been Don Jr.'s laptop, everything would change in terms of the reception, and that seems like an unfair asymmetry. But the background reality is, we have never had a person like Trump in our politics, certainly not in the lifetime of anyone in this studio. And he has shattered every norm. I mean, we didn't even know how much we relied on norms. I mean, we're a nation of laws, but more important than the laws are the norms, like committing to a peaceful transfer of power when you're a president. I mean, that was the most shocking violation of normal democratic principles. I think in our history.
I agree with you about the norms. And here's the problem: a bunch of people, including in the justice system, looked at Trump and said, "He's going to bust all the norms." And you know what we need to do? Bust all the norms to stop him. And that is a very unhealthy decision.
It's unhealthy. I'll grant you that.
Got to stop. Thank you. Welcome back. Time for new rules.